We live, baby. We live. Live, baby. We live. Take me home. Country roads.
Live. Live from New York. It's Saturday night. Why do you have a beanie on indoors?
Cause it's beanie season.
Okay, fair.
You know.
I like your brooch, by the way.
Thank you. I
I'm a
actually
huge fan of the
just
brooches on the beanies. I don't feel like enough people do it.
the beanie brooch is the new wave.
Yeah.
I recently just learned the term brooch. I was calling it a pin, and I was severely scolded by some people from my
White people?
white people, white girls to be specifically.
That's
They
my
were
people.
they were not happy about my use of the word pin to describe a brooch. So, but I like beanie brooch anyway. The alliteration
Yeah,
is fly.
it
So
works.
It works out.
I'm a
Perfect.
huge fan. And I like what you have going on here. I like how it fits the style.
Yeah, it's great. I wish I had brought a change of shoes. This is just what I wore to work.
I'm a huge fan of the shoes. I
Yeah,
love
Nicks,
everything.
you know what I'm saying? They're cool. They're cool, but
I'm a huge fan.
yeah, I like it. The all gray, the monochromatic style. I'm a big fan of that. This winter, I'm definitely gonna be doing the monochrome.
Yeah?
I'm excited for winter fashion.
Yeah, winter fashion is gonna be it's gonna be really good this year. I can feel it.
Yeah,
I can really feel it. I feel like this winter is about to be fashionable, but also like
low key.
I feel like it's about to be like workflow
Yeah,
type clothes,
exactly.
like clothes that
Exactly.
can be worked in, but also fashionable. But I feel
Always
like
on the
that's the
move.
fashion right now. It's just like
It's
you know
athleisure
what I'm
and
saying,
like
just
joggers, comfy business. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
like the fact that
Casual.
I can just wear joggers to shoots right now. Amazing,
And
I
also,
love it.
just our generation is way more laid back. So we're not
Yeah,
like, if
for
you don't
sure.
wear a suit, I can still take you seriously. You know what I mean? Like, if you're here and you're closing a business deal and you have good points and
Dude,
you're intelligent, I'm still gonna listen to them regardless of whether you're in a suit or if you're in a tracksuit. I don't care. I'm
I
about
was
that money.
nervous because
But
I was at a job and I was doing a wedding, and I had my shoes, my Jordans. They're gray Jordans, and they're nice. They're nice,
yeah, they're good.
but they're old
Yeah,
and
they
they're
are older.
crusty. And I don't mind taking them in the woods because I like having a pair of shoes that are nice, but I can take wherever I want. Like if I want to go exploring in the woods or if I want to do whatever, but I can wear them. So I'm wearing some nice shoes that are
Hmm.
crusty. So like it'll still go with whatever fit I got going on, and I can be doing whatever I want. That's what I like to do, and
Yeah,
also have a nice pair of shoes that look fresh and great. Point is, I wore those shoes to the wedding, and
it's
I'm
kind of
thinking to
these for me.
myself, is it bad? Because I'm working the wedding, I'm shooting it, I'm
Yeah,
filming
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But
But you don't have like a uniform or attire
yeah,
or
I mean,
anything.
kind of. I mean, I had a black polo on with my partner,
Okay.
and the photographers, not the same company, but they had black shirts on too. So it was kind of like there was a sort of uniform,
Hmm.
and I don't know. They kind of had on nice shoes. I was at a wedding and I was
Yeah, they
wearing
wore
like
wedding casual
crusty
stuff. Yeah.
Jordans, and
Do you
but
have
it was I was
like?
thinking work shoes.
Yeah.
You know,
But sometimes your dress shoes are your work shoes.
sometimes no dress shoes are my work shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
big fan of like mix and matching. I don't really have labels on my clothes anymore. Like I might be chilling at home in like a button down and jeans and then like literally change to go out and put on joggers and a tee with like a watch and a chain or something like that. Like just depending on the type of vibe I'm trying to give out.
I feel that.
So
I'm just into fashion these days.
indeed.
The past year, I've just kind of been enjoying, not in some way of like fashion over comfort. Comfort has to go along with it.
Exactly.
I mean, look. My fashion is literally comfortable joggers that can pass wherever,
Yep.
and a nice oversized long sleeve shirt, and
I,
it's what I love.
I
It's
think that's
so
why we both
comfortable.
wear so many nude colors too. It's always black, gray, navy,
I'm a
dark
huge fan of
green,
like darker
or denim. You
colors.
know what I mean? Like you can wear this anywhere, anytime. You know what I mean? I can wear gray anytime, and it always looks good.
Yeah,
So
I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan, and I like. I find, and I keep trying to buy lighter pants. I keep trying, but every time I buy lighter pants, I end up not wearing
yeah,
them.
so it's just like why even
I don't
waste my
know why I
money?
keep trying. One day I'm gonna make it work. I'll wear leather pants here. I have a gray leather. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it
Yeah.
work.
The only time I end up wearing like statement pieces like that, different color, is music videos, shoots. I'm trying to make a statement, but in my day to day life, I don't want to make a statement. I want to just be low key and skate through the background. Unless I have something to say, then I'll say it.
Sometimes I got something to say in
And if
my
I do,
everyday
then
life.
I'll use my voice
I
to
don't know.
make a statement,
I
not
like
my
to do that.
clothing.
I feel like if I'm not making the same statement that I'm making on stage in my everyday life, then why am I making it?
No, for sure. I guess I just don't look to make that statement with my clothing.
Okay.
Usually,
Okay, fair.
yeah. But if the thing I'm creating is a visual project, then I kind of have to be conscious about creating my message visually as well. And sometimes that involves some color.
Bet.
But it usually doesn't because my message is oftentimes laid back and melancholy as I am. So I can still wear whatever the fuck I want.
I feel like you still pop good color though. Mostly blue.
Yeah, mainly blue. Yeah.
I feel that. I do mainly
Or
blue too.
like forest
I've got a whole blue
green.
pile of with shirts.
Yeah. Or the plum, like that plum red. That's like my favorite. If I am wearing color right now,
You do wear a lot of
that
plum
plum
red or crimson
red,
red.
like crimson, is like my shit.
man.
Yeah. I feel like that's like the most low key color. Color. If that makes any sense.
Nah.
Like that's the most low key non nude color. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a fan of that. Have you ever had someone like send you a picture of yourself in your DMs?
That I didn't know was taken.
No, no, you knew the picture was taken and you posted it on IG, and then someone sent it back to you.
With like emojis, like fire,
Nah, nah,
hearts or
nah, nah,
something.
nah, with like analysis of your photo.
What's the analysis?
Um,
Read it.
all right. So essentially, I'll paraphrase a little bit because it's kind of a lot, but they like my gaze.
You got a nice gaze.
I have an innocent and sincere gaze,
Yeah, you do.
and
You
this is
really
actually
do.
like one of my favorite compliments, probably, or conversations that I've had off of
Male or female?
female. It would be a little weird. I mean, not really, but
Keep going. Keep going.
it would be weird
She likes
if
your gaze.
she likes my gaze,
Keep going.
and it looks very innocent and sincere. She doesn't know why she likes it. It just makes her feel like
She
that's
wants to ruin your
authentic.
sincerity.
She wants
She wants to take
she
away
wants
your
to
innocence
soil me.
real bad.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Dope little comment there.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. It was out of the box. I typically don't get comments like this. I like when people have something a little different to say. It's like if you're just gonna fire emojis and auto text responses are cool and they do make you feel good. Like, all right, the people are responding to this. They think it's fire. They think it's dope. If you're getting a lot more on certain um, expressions that you put out, then you know like whether people are picking up and what they're not. So that's all cool. But it's nice to get something a little different, a little bit of an extended explanation of how they felt. Um, so that I can really, even less so than like tracking the analytics of it, just like feel it and like make those connections with people. So I'm a fan. I wish it happened more often.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I
Yeah.
like when people give me criticisms on my stuff.
Yeah, whether
I
it's
love
good
it.
or bad, it's like
Absolutely
give me
love
that
it.
extended, like that little extra bit of conversation about my art, because that's why I make art. A large part just for myself and to think through things and to process things, but also to process them with my community, my family, my friends. So I like to have that extra conversation.
Yeah,
Feels good.
yeah, man. I don't feel like it doesn't happen enough on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
trying
like it to
to.
happen more because that's my preferred platform.
Yeah,
Just pictures and video.
I,
Make a story of it.
I try to lead by example in that.
Yeah,
Like I comment
100%.
all the time on people's stuff. I'm always trying to start a conversation. Some people are receptive, some people aren't, but I'm trying to make it the norm.
I don't criticize people's work on Instagram, but I will. I'll tell them stuff like in real life.
For
Like
sure.
I'll say, hey, I saw this, or hey, I think that, something like
It
that.
tends to be more compliments, even when I'm going a
Or
little
even
more extended.
yeah, if it's
Or just
online,
like a
it's more
thought.
compliments. But if it's
Yeah.
in person, I still
It could be
will
both.
do more compliments. But I will actually give criticism. It's just
Yeah.
weird to give criticism online
Yeah.
because with criticism you have to have a certain levity in your voice. You have to give it in a certain way
And when
without coming off like I don't know. There's a certain
it's hard to add empathy to your voice through text.
correct, which is why I don't like it in the first place. But I make it work.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't text back.
That's just the cyber world we live in. You
Just
kind of have to.
can't do it. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What was I about to say? I don't remember.
I don't remember
Continue.
either what you were gonna say.
That makes sense because I never said it.
Yeah, check it out. I had gas and jury duty today.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a room of 80 people. It was completely quiet, and I had gas, and it was.
Everybody heard you?
I don't
Did
know.
they gasp?
I don't know. I didn't. Let me say this. I didn't fart. Okay, I didn't. But my stomach was like,
Was gurgling.
you know, and I
Making spaceship noises.
was trying to make it sound like it was the seat. Like I started like, you know, I started doing the whole thing, and then it got too weird, and like there's 80 people in that room, and it was completely quiet. Like I'd never been in a room in a courthouse. First of all, I'd never been like into a courthouse. Like I'd been for like little things, like I've been into courtrooms, but I've never been like through some doors and like into like a thing and sit like behind in offices and shit. So it's this room with 80 people in it that's like squeezing together, and it's completely quiet. It's dead.
People are allowed to talk though, right? They just
Yeah, but no
they
one's
just
saying
don't.
shit to each other.
Yeah.
Duffy was there.
Oh hell yeah, nice.
I don't know him. He doesn't know me. But I was like, oh, you were at the school that I.
Yeah.
Point is, it was so quiet, and I'm like, yo, can everyone hear me? Like you can hear some guy's music from his headphones like across the fucking room, and I'm over here like.
Yeah.
Like so.
I'm sure the people near you could hear you, but not like.
And the lady was,
throughout
I
the
was
room.
nice. Like I let her do a thing before me, and she was like, "Thank you so much." I was like, "Absolutely." I mean, I didn't say it like that. I was just like, "Yeah." But it was cool. This is what happened, dude. They get us in there, yo. They were like, "Hey, this is what's going on." Judge comes out, gives like a 10-minute speech about the judicial system, and talks about, you know, when I ran, they'll kill you or something like that. But
A lot of
here,
people don't know
it's
how our
democracy.
justice system works. Yeah.
So he starts doing that thing, and then he was definitely full of himself. Maybe I don't know if he's full of himself in life, but he definitely loves the telling that story. He definitely was loving that story. You know, he was like, he was like, it felt like he like wrote it and practiced.
I
in the
think
mirror.
maybe that's more defensive because of a lot of things go wrong in the American justice system. So people like to shit on it, and so if you work in the justice system, you gotta automatically kind of defend it, especially
and they
when
did
people
do
are
that.
there.
They were like, you know, it doesn't always work, but
But it's the best system in the world. Essentially, is the response.
Yeah.
So it's like until we have something better, this is the system to use. But a lot of our problems in the justice system don't come from a poor justice system. They come from poor judgment and poor decision making from people.
yeah,
So the people are flawed. The system is not. It's not perfect, but it's taken advantage of because of flawed people, not the
for
flawed system.
sure. Yeah, it's designed to make a balance, but
Yeah, but we
it's like
abuse
there's
the
someone with a
balance,
finger on the balance.
and money has its place
Yeah.
in the back shadows and power, and obviously there's just natural corruption. Um, yeah, so I studied that a lot in my time as a criminal justice major.
Oh yeah.
Thought I'd tell the people that so they don't think I'm just talking out of my ass.
People are like,
The
like,
fuck
what
does
is
this
that?
guy
This
know
doesn't
about the justice? Yeah, I got my
this guy doesn't
associate's
know anything
degree
at all.
in criminal
He
justice.
thinks he can talk, but he can't. Dude, I'm really excited, man, because they gave us, they sat us down, and they gave us this time. So yeah, he talked, other guy talked, and they signed us in, and they gave us $15.
For lunch, yeah.
Right, but here's the thing: 2 hours later, before they even talk to anybody, comes back in. He goes, "Yeah, so it was a first-degree murder case." And we're like, "Oh shoot!" And the 80 people that were all silent, all of a sudden we're like, "Oh my gosh, oh my goodness!" And they start looking at each other and like murmuring, like, you know what I'm saying? And then he goes, "Yeah, but he doesn't want to do a jury trial anymore. They've been talking about he wants to do a court trial, so you can all go home." So now
You just have $15?
I can get a haircut
Hell yeah.
because I got paid, and I haven't really had good money. I was like, you know, I just let my hair grow. I don't need to put the money into that.
Yeah.
Put it into other things. But because I didn't
Free
need
money.
to get lunch for jury duty, I can get a fucking haircut. And I'm super excited about that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
That
It
worked
was
out
really
perfect.
cool. It was really nice.
I'm surprised they let everybody keep the money.
Yeah.
Because you add
I
up
mean, what are they
15
gonna collect it? What are they gonna be like?
on the way out, like, yeah, let me get that
Give us your
15
money
back.
back.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
was out of there. I was near the door too, so I was like, zip.
Yeah.
And there's 80 people coming out this janky ass parking lot. I'm not gonna say where it was, but you know where it is.
Yeah, I know.
It was rough, dude. Yeah,
That parking
man.
lot is janky as
It was
fuck.
super janky. I was listening to Budden, the Joe
Mhm.
Budden podcast there. Did you hear what he said about Logic?
I didn't think you still listen to the podcast much, so I was actually going to bring that up because I know you feel the same way that Joe does about said logic.
That was That made my day.
And then the freaking play-by-play they did back-to-back of the City Girl shit
Yeah.
versus him. That verse is hard though. Have you listened to that song?
No.
Yo, JT's first day back. Yo, they ain't playing no games. City
I
Girls
was
about to kill it.
dying, dude. I was dying.
Yeah, that bit was hilarious
As
though.
soon as he goes, Logic is hands down the worst. I was like,
Oh my god.
I
Yo,
was
he's
like-
really
I
not
was
though.
like dying. Yo, he Joe stays coming in saving the day. He stays coming in saving the day with the true opinions of the world. Maybe not. All right, maybe not the true opinions of the world, but my opinions at least, and that makes me happy. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Millie.
Hey, puppy.
Yeah, dude. From every single time this man comes in, saying the truest shit ever.
That's pretty much
Nothing
been
can
his
be
whole
truer than
career.
that, I tell you, the hands down,
He's not hands down.
The
He's got some bars, man.
the worst.
He just comes off so corny sometimes, man.
Oh my gosh, so bad.
Yeah.
He's a big old cornball.
I think we need a international multicultural definition for cornball. Cuz I feel like so many people view the word corny differently and like
Yeah.
what makes you corny, but we all agree that being corny is bad. You know what I mean? Like there's
Not
really no
always. Like when you're referring to like movies.
I guess yeah, but even then you would really say like cliche, cheesy. You know what I mean? Not really the same as corny.
I guess it's not necessarily bad. It's more of a
Yeah.
niche.
But it's got that negative
Definitely
connotation.
considered weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
a little negative.
So it's like everybody agrees that it's like a little bit of a negative connotation on it, but
Yeah.
we don't all agree on what corny is.
Yeah, there should
It's
be something.
interesting.
Is there like a different word that kind of means the same thing that people could be using? I guess you just said that, and I just said this exact same thing.
Yeah, cheesy.
But yeah, I don't know.
awkward.
I don't know, man. I feel like
Maybe awkward would be the closest synonym.
nah, but awkward also has even worse connotations. I feel like than corny.
Well, I think awkward can sometimes be like a charming awkward, and they like someone that just doesn't know, but they're trying their best.
I think that's more corny.
Not, but they don't know. Like they genuinely
corny
don't
is
know.
yeah,
Corny is like you
ignorant.
know better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
corny is usually ignorant.
yeah.
Awkward is usually like you're fucking awkward.
But you just can't help it,
You're just
and that's why it
awkward.
can be kind of cute
I
sometimes.
can yeah, but I think awkward. Yeah, no, I think awkwardness is cute
For sure.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like you're trying, but you're just not. It's not clicking yet.
But not really socially awkward.
Yeah, no. Then it's
There's
just
like awkward that's like there's like awkward, real awkward. Then there's like I'm awkward. And it's like all right.
yeah.
Thanks for
Those are the
telling
people
us.
that like they just want to be quirky so bad,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, we get it. You want to be different.
Like you know who I'm thinking of?
I don't actually.
You know who I'm thinking of? They used to work with me.
Yeah, I do.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, corny ass motherfucker. But yeah, bro. I'm hyped, man. I'm real hyped. A lot of good things coming in. Working hella weddings. We're working commercials now. We're about to do some real jobs, man. I'm super excited. It's popping off,
It's
bro.
beautiful,
It's popping off. Videography going crazy. Not crazy. It's just good.
but it's getting good.
It's
Yeah.
just good. It will get crazy though eventually,
It's got to be good before it can be crazy.
for sure. We gotta start doing these music vids.
Absolutely.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I'm hyped for this.
Hardcore.
I was actually I'm thinking something very similar to this for that video.
This has been your fit.
This
just
is
did a- we
always
just
kind
did
of
a
my
photo shoot
fall
where you're
my
kinda
fall fit. Yeah.
rocking this.
I don't think I was wearing a hoodie that day, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something very similar. Definitely monochromatic, maybe with the denim. We'll see.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm hyped to shoot these videos, man. I got a couple ideas for different videos, but I definitely want to get all the smoke video shot and done before I start spewing ideas all over the canvas.
Yeah, man.
There was something else you said you wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it was now.
Oh, Joker.
Yes. Yeah, finally saw it. I say finally, but like it's only been out for like a week and a
Yeah.
half.
You saw it the same week I did.
Yeah. Great. I think it lived up to expectations.
I think it was really good.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I liked it a lot. I've been hearing random different things about people liking it or not liking it for different reasons. And I think that's really cool.
Why do people not like it? What's like the big reasons?
The big reasons, so one, I've heard people don't like that they feel like it's just a watered down Taxi Driver. I haven't seen Taxi Driver, so I
Neither have I. Yeah.
can't judge that. I've also heard that they feel like it's not a Joker movie. They feel like it's just kind of like this. They feel like it's a good movie, but it's just kind of like doesn't feel like the Joker. It just feels like this crazy guy who does kind of lead this thing, and then there's the end. But he doesn't feel like this mastermind that could beat Batman at every turn.
Sure, but it's an origin story.
Exactly, and that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. He didn't really become the Joker until the last scene.
Yeah, I wasn't upset about that at all because it was an origin story. Like I was like, well, what if he is super smart and we just like we didn't really see him. You know, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And I think he got lucky, and there was some like fortune and some coincidence to the way that everything transpired, especially towards the end of that film. But I think that's true in the Batman movies with Joker as well. Like there are some times where the Joker just kind of gets lucky, like the timing's just right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not always. It's his genius mixed with like the good fortune and things working out
He's
the way they're
just really
supposed
confident.
to. Yeah, and he just no matter what happens, he takes it in stride.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about the Joker.
Yeah.
So I think they set that up nicely.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I loved it.
Yeah, that's
And I heard
fantastic.
people didn't like the connection to Batman with the parents and everything.
I think that's
I
brilliant. It's
also loved
basically
it.
like that's Batman is always like, "Why are you so obsessed with me, Joker? Like, what is this weird thing?" And now we realize like it's Joker's mental connection. Like, it makes perfect sense. I thought that was a beautiful way to write that in. Like, yeah, he feels attached to him.
like
He
how it
thinks
was-
they're brothers.
I
Like,
liked, well, yes and no. That's not a canon thing usually
For sure.
in Joker stuff. That was a for that specific story written in for that.
hmm.
I mean, even to say canon is dumb because there isn't really a canon.
Right,
There
and that's what I'm saying. If
so
they
many
continue with that story through new
retellings,
Batman,
but that particular Joker, that is the case.
and I would love to see that continue and see where that goes.
I would too. I like they said originally that it's a one-off, but
Mm,
in interviews, Joaquin Phoenix said he loves playing the
Yeah.
Joker. He's like they're like you probably like are like excited to get that out. He's kind of like I actually loved it. Like I kind of really liked it. And then that on top of this movie got rave reviews, made hella money,
yeah,
and now
I would love to see the
this
story
new
continue.
Matt Reeves. I think it's Matt Reeves Batman. I think it's Matt Reeves. I think I might be wrong.
No,
about
isn't
that.
it supposed to be the dude from?
No, Matt Reeves the director.
Oh, okay, I see.
But yeah, oh my
The dude
God.
that played the vampire.
Yeah, Patterson, some Patterson.
Yeah, from Twilight.
Yeah. And I like him a lot. I think he's a good actor.
I think he'll be a good Batman.
I think he'll be a good Batman. So, and then they just signed on what's her name as Catwoman. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking on her name. Oh my,
What else is she in?
she Zoe Kravitz.
Oh,
Yep,
she's gonna
Zoe
kill
Kravitz.
it. I love Zoe.
Yeah, she's great, and I'm really excited for that. And that would be so cool. I hope they keep it on the low. I hope they keep playing this Joker one-off thing,
Yeah.
and I hope they don't
And-
talk about it. And I hope the Batman movie comes out and the Joker shows up, and everyone gets so excited.
Going
and
back to that
surprised.
whole rivalry, that would kind of explain a little bit how the Joker stays ahead of Batman. He's like, if he's older than him, he kind of
he knows
understands.
the
You know what I
world
mean?
a little
He's
bit
always
more,
been watching him
little
kind of grow
wiser,
up
Yeah,
since he was a kid,
That'd
and
be
that
really
explains
cool
how
if
he
they
can
were the
like
same
kind of stay a
world.
step ahead of him. And
that would be really cool. I would
Yeah.
love that. Because this new Batman takes place in the '90s.
mm,
That's what we're known that it takes place in. And this Joker movie took place in the '80s. It's definitely plausible
Yeah.
that
Yep.
next 10 years, it is a little weirder that he's a little older. But I mean, it's a weird change.
But they
in
never really talk
character,
about
but
Joker's
it's not that
age.
bad. It's not that different of an age.
like, how old do we know Joker was to be before?
Exactly.
Did we have an
Exactly.
age?
No.
Like, yeah.
I mean, there's certain depictions, like for example, the Tim Burton depiction in the '80s is the Joker is a gangster that killed
Yeah.
Batman's parents. He was the guy that shot them, and then later in life was a gangster, and then Batman pushes him in a vat of acid, and then he gets all messed up and funny and jokey, and that's how he becomes the Joker. And then there's the Dark Knight villain Joker, which is like there is no backstory. It's a mystery where he tells different stories every time. And then there are other depictions of the Joker, like there are comics where it is Arthur Fleck, who was a stand-up comedian, and then went on to not only murder the guy in the chair, But at he kills the whole studio audience. And that's what it is in the
Shit.
comic.
So they kind of took this one, derived from that one, and then changed it
Exactly.
a bit.
Yeah. I think they threw in the Batman stuff and the mom stuff.
I think it's crazy how people get so upset about changes like that when it's all made up.
Exactly.
It's like whatever they got to do to write me a
Exactly.
good story, I'm with it. Just write a
it's like
great
no
story.
one was upset when Nolan changed stuff up all about it because he did it
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
He did
it was a
really
great
creative
movie.
and new way.
And it's
So we
like,
were like, all right, cool, bet, let's do it.
if it comes out and you don't like it and you want to criticize it, cool. At that time, that's the time
Mhm.
to be a critic. But like, don't tell them what they can and can't make. Like, they're gonna do whatever they want.
For sure.
That's what creativity is for.
Yeah, man. I really liked it, and I'm really excited with the way that DC is going because, you know, I'm a Marvel fanboy. Not saying that their movies are perfect. I accepted the roller coaster rides, and I accept that they're different. Um, they're they're not perfect. They're not all even good, but I just like them. I don't know. They're so much. They're nice and they're fun and they're colorful and they're positive and they're exciting and I like all the characters. Fucking sue me. Point is, I like Marvel. And DC, I love DC because I love the Nolan films and I love the DC, the Justice League show and the Teen Titans show that I grew up on. So DC has a special place in my heart. But the movies have not been.
I think
been
DC's
great.
got the capacity on brand to go a little bit darker, which I like.
Yeah, but
and I think they need to embrace it a little bit.
They've been doing a bad job of it. Like
Yeah.
they went like the whole Batman v Superman and
Like that was their
they
opportunity
went
to
dark, but
separate themselves.
They went Zack Snyder dark. Just get Zack Snyder out of there. Just get him. I mean, they did. They
Yeah.
did, rightfully so.
And
Wonder
look
Woman was
look
good.
where they've ended up.
Wonder Woman was good. Oh my gosh, what's her name? The director. Oh my gosh, I feel so awful. I can't remember her name, but she was great.
Keep talking.
Yeah. So I feel like from that to Joker, I mean Suicide Squad. I think when you make enough
Patty Jenkins.
Patty Jenkins, I think go Patty Jenkins. Wonder Woman, good movie, except for the end. What the fuck were you doing with that monster thing? What? You were this close. But overall, step up from all the shit that was before. So I think when you fail that many times, Suicide Squad, Bat v Soups, Man of Steel, um, critically, and maybe they made a lot of money in the box office, but critically failed that many times, you start to notice and you try to make the changes where you can. And they're trying to find the voices. I don't know. We've said it before in different videos that they just have to kind of trust their artists and let them lead instead of chopping things up and making it work and making them look like and feel like movies that they've seen before. So I don't know, man. I'm excited to see that they're headed in a new direction. Very excited about that, and because Joker was great, I was really happy with it. And I know a lot of people said they didn't like it, but I like it.
Rip.
You got anything else to say, man?
Um. No, I talked about Joker. Talked about.
Yo, camping was fun. We went camping.
Oh yeah, yeah. We camping.
That was crazy. We climbed a mountain.
Climbed a big old mountain in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It was great.
That was really cool. That was a lot of fun.
I haven't been camping in like that in a while, so.
Lily's first time camping. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was great to have. David said he wants to go car camping from now on.
Yeah.
Which
I like car camping, but I
Yeah,
also
something
feel
about
like it's like
backpacking.
cheating almost.
Just
The whole time I was there, I was like,
You're
this
listening
just
to the
feels
road,
weird.
backpacking when it's just silent.
Yeah.
You feel like there's no
Or you
one
just
there.
hear the river and like that's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's something about
car
it.
camping is nice though. I like it. I like
It's
it because
luxurious.
it's the point is the mountain, the store, it's about being off the grid. That's why it's fun with people.
Yeah.
Like it's like you have events. You go to like the caverns, you climb the mountain, you chill by
There
the
were
fire.
attractions.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's kind of just like an outdoorsy attractions place.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
But when you're
I'd
backpacking,
love
it's
to
just
climb
like
it one day. We could totally do that. Just have to pay the amount of money to do it.
for sure.
Climb the side of
Get
the
the right
mountain.
equipment and everything.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I used to actually have like a Earth Treks membership and do some rock climbing and like they have that indoor place. And they walls get pretty big.
Yeah, I have some friends that do that. I've
It's
seen them
fun.
on Instagram.
It's
do a
really
lot
fun.
of climbing
I think
at
you
those
could do
kind of
drop-ins. We
places.
should definitely like just do like a little intro drop-in class or something.
For sure.
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Do some rock climbing.
But yeah, man, camping was legit.
Yeah, I want to do next time we do backpacking, I want to do like a A to B. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Good luck
start
getting
in this
David on that.
state,
Well,
finish in this
let's do
state.
that.
You
Let's
know
do
what I
that.
mean?
In the spring or in the
Definitely want
summer,
to do it when it's warm.
because we
Yeah.
can do that if we can get. Because if we go to, we do that in the northern area. Because I know David probably does not want to do that, but I know Adrian's been trying to do that. So if we do like an Appalachian thing,
Mhm.
and we come down, would Lily be into that?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think who else would be into that.
That would be awesome though. And literally just like
Because I
you
know that's
start
something
here
David doesn't want
and
to
you
do.
just can't stop till you get to your destination. Like, or maybe even I don't know how would we get to the first place, but basically like be states away and hike home.
I know we could probably get Could we get Rhiannon and Brandon?
Maybe. And like you can stop as many times
They
as
were
you
not a
want.
fan of
You
the
can,
walk
you
thing,
know.
though.
It's gonna be that's every time you're up, you're gonna be walking for the most part. I mean, we got to do it when we don't have a time limit, so that we can take as long as we want. If we want to stop in one state and we're in this cool area and we want to just hang out for the day, we can do that. If we want to just walk all day, we can do that too. You know what I mean? And however long it takes us to get back, it takes us to get back.
Alright, this is what we gotta do. We gotta figure it out how we're gonna do it. We gotta figure out if Brandon and Rhiannon are down. We gotta figure out if Lily's down to actually do like a hike. Cause I'm down. I want to do it
Yeah.
so bad.
Because that's gonna be real
Like,
backpacking.
try to
Like
find spots.
it gets dark, it's getting chilly. You
Adrian's
just
been
gotta
telling me
find a
that she
spot to
wants do
set
something
up
like
camp
that.
and
We'll
go.
figure out if Pat's down. We'll figure out if David's down. But I don't think David's down.
Yeah. That's like legit bad. Like, you know what I mean? Living off the land, like
That's what I'm trying to do.
you just gotta do
That's
it.
what I want to do. We have to kill an animal. We have
That's
to
what
hunt
I'm
it.
saying.
Trying
Like
to
we're gonna
hunt
have to
it.
fish.
Trying to
We're
hunt
gonna
the
have to
animal.
hunt.
I want to kill it.
Yeah.
I want to prepare it. But I gotta learn that first. I can't actually do that.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to do it because I don't want to do it wrong and die. You know how it goes.
Facts. Gotta clean animals
All right, man.
correctly.
You got anything else to say?
Not gonna go into detail about it, but real hype about this promotion. Starting to see changes. This new job. Now I have one job instead of three jobs, or I have two jobs instead of 3 or 4 jobs. So it's beautiful, and I'm excited to be working on music more and just have my schedule more free to do creative things. So if you know me and you want to do creative things, hit me up.
Bet. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The other camera died. So peace
Yeah,
out,
big deal.
bitch.
Peace.